So this year we are going to be a little bit calmer, a little bit more conceptual, if you allow me. And I was asked to speak about independence. And since it is a topic of some of my reflection, I proposed a subject of independence and sovereignty. And I asked Agata if I could speak about whose independence we're talking about and whose sovereignty. Because I really see that only in this kind of explanation we can see the difference, the real difference between the two. So, would you mind participating a little bit? Or rather not?
With pleasure.
Yeah, I guess so. It would be so nice. It's always better when somebody has to speak because then he or she has to listen first. So it gives you this kind of comfort when you do your lecture, or whatever you call that. It's not a lecture. I'm not going to read. I just have a kind of little conspect here, so I don't go off the road. As sometimes it happens to me. So, on the map. Independence, on the map, what do you mean? When a country is independent, what does it mean?
Has a border.
Yes, exactly. What else?
It has something that distinguishes this country from other countries, like its own language, its own culture.
Yes, territory, for example. It has borders. It is not a part of any other country. Well, basically, this is what the Catalan at this point are fighting for. They don't want to be a part of another country. This is exactly what Poland fought for, like 100 years ago. We didn't want to be a part of another country, or in this case, 3 other countries. We wanted to be our own country. And now I have another question, which is going to be a little bit more difficult, perhaps. There is a word that is very popular in Poland: sovereignty. What does it mean in relation to a country? What does it mean when a country is sovereign? Hey, this party that is governing Poland right now has won elections basically on this very slogan. They wanted Poland to be sovereign again. Yes?
It's about taking some actions, or solving a problem by the country itself. Poland is problems by country.
Yes, I say that it's a very, very good direction. Only I would perhaps use not the word problem, but the word decision.
Oh, yeah.
Because problem solving, well, it's a little bit more complicated than just taking decisions. And also, I'd say that this difference between a decision and a problem solving is exactly what I want to put in front of you here regarding countries. So, when we are talking about sovereignty of a country, we basically mean that the country should not be influenced by any other country in their decision-making processes. Like, we shouldn't be a part of this conduct, they say here. Basically, it means that we shouldn't be a colonialized country, that we shouldn't be economically dependent in such a way that the decisions of the government are basically formed by other nations or other countries. Well, the problem is that we are living in the 21st century, and basically everything what we do is dependent on processes that happen somewhere else. For example, how much of our lives has changed overnight when Donald Trump was elected. For example, the war has become possible again. And we had absolutely no vote on that. It was only that the American people chose a president who is willing to go to war. Okay. Problem is that basically 2/3 of the globe is dependent on America, and when the United States of America are going to war, well, basically 2/3 of the world will go to this war with them. Maybe the whole world, because you have to wage war with someone. So, can you use the whiteboard?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, independence in the country again. Borders. Not and sovereignty is for itself, not exactly. So basically, you see, my problem with our governing party is one of, well, I think that they are really going against globalization. And, well, it can be good or bad. You can have your own opinion. In my opinion, interdependency has proven so much more efficient than autarky, economic autarky of countries. We have developed so much during the last 3 or 4 decades that we should go for it. But maybe I'm wrong. So what about a person? When is a person independent? You know, you should be independent.
You have the freedom to take your own decisions. Nobody's making decisions for you.
Okay. Yes. Decisive. Yeah. Nobody's making my decisions for me. And what else? Nobody's opinion matters but my own, right? What else? Free. Let's free. What else? When you're independent, when you basically must be independent in order to be here, in order to create, in order to stand up for yourselves, in order to have chosen such a school and not another one. So, independence. What does it mean for you?
So guys, I would like you be so quiet at the class during the workshops.
Yeah. This is why you do the lecture. This is why you do the lecture with questions and answers. This is exactly the technique to have this kind of calm. But, sorry.
So we will provide all of the workshops like that. A great idea. It will be completely quiet.
Okay. So, you can say that a person who is independent is also financially free, as means. What Well, this is the common use of the word. You're raising your hand, but not your head. What do I make out of it?
So guys, are you independent?
Well, we are all basically semi-independent because well, we all live in a society. So if somebody, for example, well, we can be independent as we wish, but if somebody decides to, let's say, repair a road that we are taking, we are not going to be independent anymore because we are stuck in the traffic. But basically, an independent person is a person who is free from influence of other opinions, who is free to take their own decisions, who is free to live his or her life as she or he pleases, and who is a sovereign person. Well, that's more complicated. And it is more complicated because nobody taught you that. And what's fun with globalization is when countries become more and more interdependent on each other, they also claim to adhere to this Convention on Human Rights. And this Convention on Human Rights basically transfers the sovereignty from countries to persons, to people. So each individual person who is subject to human rights is sovereign in such a way that the country must respect that. So a sovereign person is each and every one of you, even if you're not exactly independent, even if you don't have money of your own, even if, let's say, you still seek your own path and you are still very influenced by other people's opinions, which is basically the moment in your life that you are in. So, well, when is our sovereignty?
When there is no censorship, very constant.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Okay, what else? Okay, so let's develop on this concept of censorship. What's censorship exactly, especially now? Like you do something and don't get paid because somebody who put the command is not willing to pay for it. So if you're dealing with that, if you can live with that, it means you are suffering. If you are going to modify it, then probably it's not exactly sovereign, but it's okay. Again, it's okay. A lot of our creativity needs some kind of space to serve other people. So this creativity is not exactly bound to be sovereign by itself. But then again, if we are, for example, doing a project or a ministry of something, and they are telling they're telling you, you need to put red here and black go here, and basically we try to use, do it like this one. We do like the for example, this how do you call it? This design for another conference somewhere in, say, Helsinki, and we would like to copy it. Well, then, definitely, your art is not independent. Definitely, if you are going to be okay with that, if you are relieved that somebody has conceived things for you, if you are happy with somebody else's ideas, then your art is not independent. Well, this is a message that I want to give you. You are all sovereign, but independence is something you have to earn for. You have to search for it, both in art. Well, sovereignty, well, it happens sometimes when you are very determined as an artist, and you don't have to put up with external economical circumstances. But independence is something that is the core of creativity. If you wish to be creative, you need to seek it. You need to think about things on your own. And you are free to do so because you are sovereign. And as for the country, don't let them get it from you. Take it away from you. But that would be basically it for now. I hope to see you next year perhaps, if it wasn't too boring. And thank you very much for your attention and kind participation in this.